We're bringing out the little old vlogging camera today, just for a little bit, because we got some ideas of what we want to do today. And I don't want to be lugging around a big camera when I'm going inside of stores and stuff. And it's kind of cool having the screen on top because it looks like I'm actually looking into the camera now. But we have a few things we're going to do today. Hopefully we can get my side marker situation all squared away, and I'm excited for that. What is going on, guys? I hope you guys are having a wonderful day today. So today, we're gonna try to get some stuff done. And when I say we're trying to get some stuff done, I mean I want to try to start doing my side marker DIY project. Now, the way we're gonna do this is there's a few things I want to do it, a few ways I want to do it. And the first way is utilizing the OEM ones, painting them, mounting them because I don't have any clips in them, and making them look clean and flush still. Now, they're not gonna be the same color as my car, unfortunately, unless I wrap them or get like OEM quality paint, which I'm not very keen on doing, but it might still look okay. So the thing is, there's always a backstory to this sort of thing. So pretty much what happened was my side marker completely fell out of my driver's side when I was driving to work one day, which it's happened before, but this time the entire side marker actually came off of the bracket and the harness. And if you know anything about BRZs and where the harnesses and stuff are, it's very close to the wheel. So it completely shredded the harness. And I have the harness in my back seat, but it's completely shredded. So what I did temporarily was just take off the broken harness, take off both sides so they match, and that's how I'm running it right now. And I'm not a big fan of the side markers themselves. I've never been a big fan of them. I'm just not crazy over how they look. So my idea is to get the OEM side markers without any harnesses holding them in, without any clips holding them in, because I took the clips out, kind of drilling holes into them for points of mounting for like zip ties, and spray painting them gloss black. I cannot talk right now. Spray painting them gloss black so they kind of match the car as much as possible. And the reason I'm using my small camera opposed to my like big professional-ish camera is because we're going in a store, and I'm gonna try to record a little bit while I'm in there of what I'm actually doing and purchasing to make it so you guys can do the same thing if you guys have a BRZ FRS or 86. And hopefully it all works out nicely and comes out how I want it to. But eventually what I think I want to try to do is make my own like side markers out of maybe ABS plastic or maybe a metal sort of material. I'm not really sure how I want to do it. I've never really DIY'd anything like that before, but I think that'd be a really cool thing to try and make. So I think I want to see if I can pick one of those materials. I don't really have a way to cut it, and I think with ABS you should use a hot knife, which I don't have, so we can look and see if they have anything like that here. But I think this would be a kind of a cool DIY twist on something, because that's a part that I've only seen one of these things out there on the market, and it's like $300 or $200 because they're made of carbon fiber and they don't have another alternative to it for a side marker delete. So I think if I can make my own side marker delete kit sort of thing, maybe it'll inspire more people and give you guys more ideas of how to do it, and maybe I can partner up with somebody who can make our own thing. Now, the main reason this is gonna be a two-part video now is because I already forgot to buy some things. So I bought sandpaper sanding bricks, and I bought a can of it's a primer glossy paint all in one. So we're gonna sand them down, paint them, drill holes into them so I can mount them using zip ties, which I forgot to buy. And it's gonna be a longer process because we have to wait for paint to dry and everything. And I also have a few more ideas I want to try with it and other things. So I'm gonna catch you guys when I get the other camera. Now that we're back in higher quality, we're gonna start the process of this entire process, if that made any sense. So the first thing we're gonna do is get our side markers, our OEM ones, sand them down, and then we can paint them. Now for sanding them down, it's gonna be very simple. I got these like sanding sponges, so hopefully they do the trick, and I don't think we really need to do too much of a sand job on them, because I feel like, I don't know, maybe we will have to do a higher one than I figured. But you know, you gotta scratch them up so the paint will stick. Now I'm using a 2-in-1 paint. It's a paint and primer all in one because we don't need any light to show through these anymore because I'm essentially doing this for a delete. Then we're gonna drill like a hole probably right, if you guys can see in this hole where the circle is, we're gonna drill a hole in there so we can zip tie it in. Now this one still has some of its clips, but the other one I have here is all fresh out of clips. So that's why I wanted to make them as secure as possible by zip tying them in, and hopefully it will stay because these do fit better than an aftermarket one. So we're gonna go ahead and just sand these down, I guess with this side first, if you guys can see the detail in it. And hopefully that does what we needed to do. Now I just sanded them up enough so they have scratches on them, and hopefully, I'm gonna focus on it, that will make it so the paint will stick on it. So I'm gonna clean these off real quick, wipe them down, and then we can begin painting. The lighting where I'm at is terrible right now, but we're gonna try to figure it out anyways. So right now, I just have them set up on here, just like this. And we're gonna do a couple coats of paint just to make sure it adheres properly and it looks good. And they're all covered. And the reason I'm not gonna put them on today is I want this paint to be completely cured and everything. It's gonna take like 24 hours to do before we start drilling holes into them and testing them out. But I think this is gonna be a good way as like a DIY like side marker delete. So let's go ahead and start painting. Now you wanna make sure you're always doing like consistent strokes, and this paint comes out a lot faster than I was kind of expecting it to, if that makes any sense. But we're gonna let this dry before we do another coat, and that's why you look at it now, we're gonna have to do a few coats of it just to make sure it all looks properly, it's even, and it's all good. So we're gonna come back a little bit to do more coats of it. So painting them black, you can't even like notice them on camera. Just put a quick zip tie on there through the little hole I drilled, and it should be secure enough. It's not super flush, but it's better than having nothing there. So just by painting these, putting them back in, drilling a hole and zip tying them, I gotta say they look really good, and I'm excited to take pictures with them actually in, which hopefully I'm doing, I guess it'd be today when this video comes out, but hopefully they stay like looking good and the paint doesn't wear off, because it was just spray paint, it was a primer thing, everything all in one, so hopefully it comes out good. But I'll show you guys what it looks like, because I think right now it looks really good. So here's a little thing. So pretty much all it is the painted black thing. There's no more lights anymore, and hopefully the paint doesn't wear off, and I think it looks pretty good. So I'm gonna leave you guys off here. I'm not sure how long this video is because I planned more for this video, but it wasn't as exciting as I thought it was gonna be. But if you guys could please do me favors, comment, like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. Keep doing you. Yeah, keep doing you guys. Stay motivated. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out. Peace.